Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Monica Brady. I am the account director as well as the head of training and customer success here at Photofy. This is your Beyond the Basics webinar for March of 2021. Today we are going to go over some really cool features. Notice there's a lot of really new artwork that's come in, different product imagery. So we want to show you how to highlight that by using the mask feature. It's something that you can do with artwork, with a shape, or even with text. But real quick, we'll show you how to do it with a shape, with a sticker. And we're also going to go over some text formatting options, of which there are so many. We'll show you how each of them work. However, when you're creating your content, you want to make sure that you're using the one that works best for your image, keeps it clean, easy to read, and on brand. And at the end of all this, we'll have a live Q&A session. So please place all your questions, anything that you want to see demonstrated live in the Q&A section. There's a button down at the bottom. Feel free to chat, although it may be a little difficult for me to keep up with that. So if there is an important pressing question, definitely use that Q&A button. Now this session is pre-recorded. It will also be made available to you within 24 hours of the end of this webinar at the Norwex section at support.photofy.com. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and tap on Photos and Collages and choose a background image. And we use this basket here. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. And the first thing we're going to do is create our mask. It's super easy. Go to stickers and we're just going to grab a circle, just a simple circle. Now it does look solid. We're going to go ahead and see where it's placed. Now this gets a little easier because it is opaque right now. You cannot see through it. But you can kind of move it around where you think you might want it. If you want to do some adjusting now, you can, or you can wait till you actually do that mask. If you look over on the right, you'll see this mask tab. What we're going to do is invert it. So turn it on, and it's going to turn everything except that circle white. We're going to go ahead and focus in on that product. You can make it as large or as small as you want. We're going to go ahead and make it smaller and just focus in on that product there. And then we're going to change the opacity because we want some of that background to show through. We're just highlighting this product. So go ahead and put it about where you want it. I think we're going to go with 75. And then we're going to hit apply. So this is what it looks like right now. Now you still can move that circle around if you want. Now let's go and add a logo. Tap on the Norwex artwork button. And we're going to search for the logo that adds our name to the bottom. And find it here. Of course, there's different languages. We're going to grab English. There's not a whole lot of formatting that can be done here except for size. It is color locked. So we're going to go ahead and move it in place. We're going to put it right here at the bottom so it's got a really nice placement. Make it a little bit larger so it's easier to read. And again, you can kind of move things around. Tap apply as soon as you're ready to place it. And let's add that text. We'll tap on the text tool. And we're just going to say new product. And we'll add more to it in a second. So go ahead and tap the apply button or apply link at the top right. And this will take us over to the formatting tools. Now you get to choose a font. Norwex includes a whole bunch of really cool fonts. They all look so different. I know the text is currently white. We're going to change that as well. Right now we can kind of see it in the middle there. But let's go ahead and grab, I guess we want something cute, but it needs to be easy to read. So I think one of my favorite fonts, honestly, is this one. I really think it's nice. Clean, but it's kind of got a little script font flair to it. We're going to move it up. Don't worry. I know you can't see it right now. Well, let's go ahead and tap on the Format tab. And here's where we're going to change the color. I like using the Spectrum tool because I can grab this eyedropper and pick the blue straight out of the Norwex logo so that it is on brand. The color matches. And from here, you can do some fine tuning. I'm going to put it in the middle of my line. So I'm going to center it a bit. I know the circle looks a little bit off, so we'll fix that in a little bit too. But we can change the size. We're going to make it a little smaller. You can go up and down by using the plus minus. You can also rotate if you want. You can do all kinds of stuff in here. All right, so we're going to move the circle over a little bit. So just tap on the circle and slide it over. Because while it is backwards right now in a mask, it's still the shape that we're dealing with. All right, so we're going to move new product. If you don't do it quickly, it kind of locks onto other things as well. Let's go ahead and add some more text. We're just going to say coming soon. I'm not sure if this product is out now or if it's coming soon, but we're going to note to all of our customers and all of our followers that it is coming soon. Again, I'm going to use the spectrum tool. Now, before we get too far, I'm going to show you what it looks like here, but we're going to go ahead and do a few other things. I'm going to make this a little larger because I want to highlight the coming soon. And now let's go ahead and move it down just a little bit. I like having the G hang out over that shape a little. Now there are other options. Now if you just pick the color swatches on the left, it's just going to give you some pre-formatted ones. That's the standard ones. We do have patterns. Some are available. There's also textures, like a little glitter. There's also this custom one where you can add custom colors by hex code if you're familiar with what hex codes are. Now it's like kind of a little more in depth from the spectrum tool. So if you knew the code for that blue. Well, you can also add shadows. So that's the next tab over from format. You can add different colors. Again, you can grab, something from the standard fill. You can change the blur, how far away from the text it is. You can definitely change colors. Totally up to you. Just be cautious with shadows because sometimes they can get a little too much. Let's try this. Let's grab the spectrum tool and let's grab the green out of that Norwex logo. And so that kind of highlights the coming soon just a little bit, which isn't too bad. Alternatively, there are also other options in here. So we'll go ahead and get out of this here. There's background, which is an option. Now what the background does is adds a solid background behind your words. So again, you can grab a color using the spectrum tool. So we'll go ahead and grab the green again just to show what it looks like. Once you've picked one of those, you can change padding, you can round the corners. I don't really like how this looks, but we're just gonna keep playing here. All right. So the other things you have available to you are textures again, same thing, just like the fonts. You can do color patterns if you want to make the letters come out in certain patterns. You can grab colors again using the spectrum tool. We do have some preset ones, but again, if you want to keep things on brand and have a little fun with it, there is the blue, green, blue, green. And you can add different colors up to 5, or just grab the presets from the bottom. So cute. Don't know if I like it for this feature or for this particular image, but it is an option. And again, if you don't want to grab from the image itself, you can go ahead and grab from down below. There is an outline feature as well. If you don't want to do the shadow, you can choose to put an outline around the text. You can also mask text, as you see here. Probably not a good option in this instance, but you could do maybe a coming soon all the way across the image instead of the circle. This is the outline option. I've grabbed black to go around it. I don't like how it looks, so I'll go ahead and remove it. And we're going to go ahead and actually remove everything that we've done here for all the tests so we can go back to the nice Norwex blue color. We're just going to tap on all the tabs, tap on the standard fill, and then tap on the no symbol, basically just removing everything that we've done. So we are back to blue. We'll tap on apply. And I want to preview this without all the craziness around it. So I'm going to tap on the 2 diagonal lines next to done. And that brings up the preview without all of the editing screens around it. I like what it looks like now. So we'll go ahead and tap on done to move forward to the sharing screen. And from here, we can go ahead and share off to our social channels. We can share off to text messages or emails. You can even schedule this, use a reminder using that scheduling tool. So that is what I have to show you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. We are going to go ahead and go over to live so that we can get some of these questions answered. Again, if something comes to mind, just put it in that Q&A button and I'll be sure to get to it before we close out for today. And if you have any suggestions for next time, let me know. If you see something posted somewhere and you want to know how to recreate it, send it over to us through support.photofy.com. Our form does have a way that you can add attachments. So we want to see what you want to create so that we know how to lead these webinars in the future. We're going to do something new every month. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to live. Thanks so much. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope that was fun for you to learn. I do see a lot of folks who are saying you need a longer class or it was too fast. So this is recorded, and I do put everything in our support documents for you. So every time I do a Thursday Beyond the Basics webinar, it goes into our support documents. And let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to share my phone screen. There's 2 ways you can get to our support documents. First is on a website where you go to support.photofy.com. And the second is by going to, let me see, the support area within the Photofy app. So if you go and open Photofy, let me get my mouse here on my screen. All right. Tap on that hamburger menu, top left-hand corner, and go to support. And this will have everything at your fingertips as well. So if you're not near a computer, you can watch these videos anytime. Norwex plus Photofy. And in here, we've got 1, I want some live training. How do I sign up? So now you can register for any of our webinars. 2, there's a whole bunch of other written frequently asked questions. There's also video tutorials. So anything that we've done in the basics webinars, we did one actually just this past Tuesday. So if you missed that one, you can definitely watch the pre-recorded portion again, or join next month. So we do them. So we do our 2 Norwex webinars in the same week. Basics is going to be on Tuesday. And then this one, the Beyond the Basics, is done on Thursday. So here has all the little bite-sized tutorials done by video. If you go back, there's a section for past webinars where you can watch January and February's Beyond the Basics, and then also the Welcome and Getting Started. So in January, we created a custom collage. So you can watch that one at your leisure. And last month, February, we did this digital business card. So you can watch these again on your phone, or you can watch them on a computer or tablet, whatever works best for you. So that is support, accessible through the app as well as through the computer, support.photofy.com. All right, so let me get to some of these questions I see flying in here. All right, need a more basic as well. How do I get my own photos into Photos? What is masking? Okay, Lori, so Photos, if you tap on Photos and Collages, this is where you pick your background images, okay? So if you want to choose something from stock, these are all stock from Norwex. If you have, say, a picture of, something you've just cleaned, before and afters, what have you, tap on albums and you can access your camera roll, Photofy, Boomerang, whatever albums you have set up on your device. You can also connect to Facebook and Instagram and Dropbox and Google Drive if you store any of your photos there. So easy enough. Go to your camera roll. You can search for pictures. I've got all kinds of mess in here. So Just kind of depends on what you're looking for. And then grab those. Let's see if I can find a good, this is a repost I've done before. Grab that, and that will be your new background image. So now you can add things on top of it. I think this was the template we did. But that's all accessible through photos and collages. As far as masking, so masking is basically what we did. We took this picture, and you can do this to pretty much anything. You can either use text, artwork, some artwork, or stickers. I use stickers. So I grab the circle, and what this does is this puts a mask over my image, and now only that little portion is showing. It basically turns the rest into, a blank image. I changed the opacity so that I could shine that basket through just a bit and then continued on. So you can do it with some other items like text. If you wanted to do coming soon instead of how I did it, you can do that with masking as well. Stretch it across, and then under the tabs, you can mask it like that. So I liked the other way better. It kind of shined it through a little better. I think I liked the focus on that item better, but this is an option for you as well. And you can still, if you can get a hold on that little dot there, change the opacity and do something similar like that. I don't think it has the same effect though. So, all right. Let's see. And Linda, how do you screen share? Hoping to find. Okay. So if you have, it depends on the devices that you have. I use an iPhone and I have a Mac computer, so it's really easy. I have the screencasting option, the screen mirroring. So all I would do is click on that and it would then cast up to my computer screen. There are other options like Android. There is a program that I would use called Reflector to go from an Android to my computer. I do know that screencasting is also an option from phone to TV. So if you really wanted to get crazy with it, you could screencast to your TV if you've got a Roku, any sort of smart device that way. You would be able to do that. So just other options. I mean, if you really want a huge, huge screen, go for the TV. May as well have fun with it, right? But anyhow, so that is a couple of options there. Android, I think they've got something similar, screen mirroring, screencasting, something like that. Let me pop over to my Android phone here. It just says, cast screen to device, and you can pick what it is. So, but again, if it depends on your computers, you'd have to find something that works between Windows, iPhone, all that stuff. So hopefully that helps. And let's see. So how do you put a photo on top of a photo? Good question, Emily. So Norwex does not have that ability to stack photos built into their enterprise system. That's actually turned off because of how they want to keep things kind of compliant. It is an option on the personal side if you want to do this for other things. If you go in and just create an image, there's a feature called Logo Plus that you can purchase. It is an additional purchase. But then you can add images. It was originally meant for logos, but you can add images and kind of stack them on top. So anything you do outside of that Norwex galleries, though, I would suggest you send it through compliance to make sure that everything is okay. So typically, if you're doing it within your Norwex galleries, it is our understanding, I mean, everything in there is provided by Norwex, so it's our understanding that it doesn't have to go through compliance. But if you have any questions at all whatsoever, definitely send it to them, especially if you do anything outside of that Norwex gallery section. Alternatively, if you're going to do a collage, then what you can do is just grab, multiple photos and it will automatically set them up into a collage format for you. So I've got 4 here, and then you can pick from different setups basically in there. Let's see. And Spectrum tool. Yep, Spectrum tool is super easy. It's under your formatting. So we added text. Coding coming soon. All right. So once you're under text, you can grab whatever font you want. Go to format, and you're going to tap on the Spectrum button. And you see how it slides up? Slide it back down until you see that eyedropper tool. Tap on the eyedropper and you'll see this magnifying glass kind of pop up. And from here, you can go in and grab colors within your galleries. So I don't have the Norwex logo on here right now. I'll grab that one out of the towel. So that is Spectrum, and it works in a lot of things, the stickers, some of the artwork, as long as it's a solid color and they've unlocked it for that, and then text for sure. How can I type a longer line of text? I have trouble when I want all in one line smaller, but can't seem to find. I know there is a difference between iOS and Android, Colleen. Off the top of my head, I can't remember which is which, but one of them does automatically. I want to say iPhone automatically fits to the screen and Android does not, but it could be backwards. That is something that we're working. iOS and Android are two completely separately developed apps. Two separate teams do it. And so when we find one thing works great in one side, we're like, hey guys, can you bring this over to the other side? So we are working on that. There's a ticket in for them to work on that. I'm not sure as far as right now what timing or ability is. But what you may be able to do, and I know this sounds like a very crazy workaround, but make it smaller and then just add a second line. Call me to learn more. And then you're just going to want to match. So same font. Again, you can use Spectrum so that you match your color. Probably should have left that large for a minute. And then you can, oops, didn't mean to rotate either. You can just kind of slide them next to each other. And so you're going to have to kind of get that alignment as close as you possibly can. But just know what size font you've got so that you can match that up. So I know it's not ideal, but it's a way to kind of hopefully alleviate that for now. Let's see, how do I get my name and the Norwex logo? So the name in the Norwex logo is automatic. That big profile that you filled out at the very beginning has, or what we call tokens, and those are set up in many of the templates, some of the artwork pieces, but you're going to want to look for this icon right here, the one that says consultant name underneath the logo. You can see it on the center of my screen right side. That's the one that you want to look for, and that's the one that contains your name on it automatically. Like I said, there is one I mentioned in the chat earlier. There is one down at the bottom that does not have consultant name, so that one's just going to be the logo. So make sure you find the one that has consultant name. I used to send myself images via Messenger, and all of a sudden Messenger is not an option on my phone, so that I can save to my computer any suggestions. So when you do complete an image, let me go ahead and close. Let's start over. We're going to go ahead and grab that picture that I made last and go to the sharing screen. Now, also, Donna, it depends on what you have. Again, the computer compatibility. So I have an iPhone, again, to a Mac. So I have what's called AirDrop, and I can AirDrop to myself. But if you tap on, I don't remember Messenger ever being a part of this sharing screen, but tap on the more share options on the bottom, and this will bring up whatever you have installed on this device. So for me, I could text message, or like I said, I have AirDrop that goes to my computer, so I can use that. But if you have Messenger installed to your phone, I do not on this one. It should show up in these fields here for where you can send it to. Alternatively, you can save it to your device and go through Google Drive or Dropbox. Those are a couple options. So hopefully that will help. Is there a way to send it to compliance from the app? No, Not directly. All of your images do save to your device, so you'd be able to email it or send it to them from there. I'm not sure how compliance has you send things in, but they do save. Is there a way to put your own photo in over a background from Photofy? Susan, yes, again, that logo plus option that's on the personal side would be the way you can do that. Again, it is an additional purchase. And then if you're doing something for Norwex, I would definitely double check with them as far as compliance goes, since it's outside of the Norwex galleries. How can you preview an image without actually selecting it? I tried using image. It's in a different language or country. So sorting, they when they upload everything kind of auto sorts, where they sort for them for the galleries. So unfortunately, I don't know. Let me see. I think on Android, if you tap on something and hold, it pops up, I believe. iOS is not doing that, and it drives me insane, but I know what you mean, because yeah, I was actually messing with some reposts yesterday and looking for English, and they were coming up in French, or not, yes, Tuesday. But anyhow, unfortunately right now, don't think there is a way to do that if you're on an iPhone. Let me see if Android does do that still, though. One of them did. So in the meanwhile, let's see. When I'm trying to put a lot of text, it seems to stick together, so I cannot move them individually anymore. I try to select one text. Okay. So Tanya, as far as that goes, when you press and hold on something, it does group it. That's something I've learned. It will group whatever you've got on the screen. So if you tap on it once to select it and then kind of pinpoint, and it's a little different, but if you have like a pen with a little stylus button or something on it, I also have connected my phone, or excuse me, my Bluetooth mouse. I've got a 3-channel Bluetooth mouse, and I've made one of those channels my phone, so I can use a mouse there as well. Let me see. Sorry, I'm getting my Android phone up. And yeah, the press and hold isn't working. So I'm not quite sure where that was working. It's so odd. I know it did it one time. At least one of these phones did it. Oh, Lordy. Okay. So unfortunately, I'm not quite sure. But that is something that I have mentioned to our dev team as well. So hopefully that's something we can get going again. Let's see. Once you've started an image already, how can you add an image from your camera roll? Okay, so great question. Let's go back in. If you're going to do a collage, Tara, let's go and Photofy. So let's say we've added one picture and now we want to add another. So we'll hit continue. Now from here, what you can do is go to edit layout, tap on collage, and pick the format that you want to do. So you don't have a collage yet, so it's going to give you all of the different layouts that we have available, from single all the way up to, no kidding, 16. Let's go ahead and we'll do this one real quick, little hearts. So we're going to make this fit. And now you just tap on the one that you need to add a photo to. And there you go. So you can add two. Hopefully this will help. Let's see. And then when I do an image, pick a paid sticker by accident, can't get back out the backbone will work, and I lose all the work I did. Okay. That sounds like a bug. You're supposed to be able to get back out. If you could go ahead and do me a favor, Tara, send me some more information about that. support@photofy.com. Include your device information as well as the version of your app. So for anyone who ever needs to submit a ticket to us, please switch over to the personal side, tap on the menu, and then about Photofy. And you can either include this information up here at the top or screenshot this and send it to us. That helps greatly, as well as any device info. So if you can go to your settings, and usually there's like an about phone or something about software or all kinds of stuff. So like this one, software update, this is going to check and tell me what version of software that I have. So I'm on 14.4.1. This would help us tremendously as far as being able to know and pinpoint things, because we have to test so many devices and things are different on all of them. So as much information as you can provide. Videos and screenshots are fabulous. So if that's something you can do, that would be great as well. Again, if you are in the phone, tap on the menu and then support, and then there's a hamburger menu right here, submit a request. You can either send it to us via email or you can use this. This actually kind of guides you through and asks all the questions we typically ask. So the more information you have, the faster we are able to answer them for you. So hopefully these will help. What else do I need to explain? I think that's it. So I have to go back to the basics. I'm new to this. I'll try to go over. Okay. I'm very sorry you lost Brenda. Yes, definitely go back to support. Look for the past webinars and the video tutorials that we have here under the Norwex section. They will help. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to email us. We are happy to help. And then if you want to join a basics webinar, there's this one right here. I want some live training. How do I sign up? This is where you can do that. So register for that first one for getting started beginning. And then you can register every month to come back for the Thursday one. Sydney, I don't know. The best thing I can say is if you have any questions on compliance, you'll definitely want to submit it to them just to make sure, and they can tell you if it's needed in the future or not. Fortunately, we do not know about the compliance, just basically we understand that whatever has been added in here is good to use. So let's see. Someone's asking, oh, I found something in chat. Can I edit my banner? I tried, but it was too big. How do I crop to resize to fit? Okay, so if you have something, I always suggest to fixing your ratio first. Here is something that I have, again, in support. Look for custom ratio. This is something we did in the business card one the other last month. But custom ratio will show you how, but also will give you some dimensions in pixel sizes. Make sure you always do pixel sizes, okay? But I've got Facebook page profiles, business page cover, newsfeed, like all these different pixel sizes in here. Then you're going to go over, once you write it down, because I always forget, go over to photos and collages, pick your background image, whether it's going to be a product image or just something solid. Okay. And then you're going to go to edit layout, ratio, and then add custom dimension here at the bottom. Make sure that you name it. So cover photo. And again, I did not look at the sizes, but we're going to add 1900 by 1200. Please double check those numbers because it's definitely not the right one. And then you can add your cover photo. It'll be on the left-hand side from then on. So then you can create whatever you need to create, and it should be the proper size. Now, if you've already created something and it's not the right size, you can still do it. However, unless you saved it as a project, it's going to crop, and it may be difficult to fit that as far as, pinching the size down so that it fits. So I always suggest doing this first, verifying the sizes and all that. If you do create something that you think may need to be adjusted, use the projects feature here at the top. There's that piece of paper. Save it as a project. And so anything you do will then be saved, and you can get back to it from the hamburger menu here. You'll just tap on projects and go to it. And then if you have artwork or any overlays, you still can move them around. Once an image is completed, you can't go back and change it unless you have it saved as a project. So, all right, let's see. I only have basic everyday pics. Maybe I'm not properly signed up, so I can't access. Joanne, if you have not registered yet, photofy.com/Norwex. Go there and register, and then you sign into the app with the email address. It'll say sign in at the top here on the top left of the menu. So, let's see. Anything else? And as long as you see this screen, you guys are good to go. Okay, I think I've gotten everything. Photofy.com/, oops, Norwex. There we go. Just put that in there. All right, everyone. Can we use it on laptop? No, unfortunately not. The Photofy is on the go content creation. We only have the mobile app. It's available on iOS and Android phones and tablets. So you can use it on both. For anyone who's curious, we went over screencasting. That is probably an option. I can screencast from my phone to my Roku on my TV. You can do it to the computer, depending on what you have. So Photofy and landscape, that is one of those please can we get that developed things. I don't know, it's on the wish list. I don't know if or when that will be coming out, but it is one of those things that we hear a lot about. The chat just disappeared. Let's see. And vertical text, no, that is not an option, but that would be a good one to have. So let me add that to the dev wish list. Because yeah, I've not used vertical text much, but that would kind of work. Will the Facebook size fit the CP? What is a CP, Ginny? So, and I'm not sure what these ratios, the preset ratios are. It just said Facebook. It might just be like for posts. So if you have any questions on ratio, I would definitely do a custom ratio. Let's see, continue. Oh, no, I was going to the support. Go to support. Oh, cover photo. Gotcha. I don't believe so. I think it's the wrong size. So go over to support and then search custom ratio, and you should be able to create one that does fit properly. Let's see, and consultant info area. Janelyn, I think you're talking about tokens. I did not go over that in this one. That's typically in the basic, but let me go ahead and screen share real quick. I know we've got to get you guys out of here. All right, let's see. So if you are signed in and have noticed typos or anything, tap on the hamburger menu, settings, and then manage profile. And once this loads, you should be able to go in and update any of your tokens. Just make sure the line turns green so that you know that it has indeed saved. All right. So let me go support custom ratio. And then cover photo. Oh, and I'm getting pinged by my dev team. Let's see. YouTube. Here we go. Facebook event cover photo size looks like 1920 by 1005 would be good. Business cover photo is going to be for computer 820 by 312, and then smartphone 640 by 360. So those are probably gonna be your best options there. Hopefully that helps. Let's see. And then can we create a stamp with the Norwex logo and our consultant info? So you have under artwork, the one that has your name, that has consultant name underneath it. That's going to be what you've got. Otherwise, and then you'd have to add your info underneath with text. So there is something, however, that I'm forgetting about called text preset. So that's probably not the best image to use over here. Let me go ahead and cover it up real quick. And then backwards. Okay. So, what you can do is text. It's kind of hard to see, but at the bottom of this text box here, it says create a text preset. If you tap on that, you can add phone number, email address, what have you. And so then it's going to pop up right here. So you only have to tap on it. And then it's like kind of creating your own custom token, I guess. So then all you have to do is just format it the way you want to. And then move it around. So hopefully that helps. And then let's see, can a Giphy be added to a creation? So I have movement. I don't think they have any animations in here. Again, if you are going to do that, it would be on the personal side, and you're going to want to send that to compliance if you do that. So anything, like I said, anything outside of the Norwex galleries themselves, you'll definitely want to check with compliance. But it is possible. You can create your image, reopen it on the other side, and add what you need. All right. Okay. I think that is everyone. Can I show the text preset again? Yeah. So you have a couple options. You can either, well, here, let me start here. Under text, you can add text presets here. It says edit right now. Add Jane at Norwex.com. We'll just say that. So now that's in there. So, and like, I hate that it's very hard to see right here, but when you tap on it, they'll just kind of come up there. Alternatively, if you want to enter a bunch of them before you even start creating, menu, settings, text presets, and you can add them all there. And they'll just appear on that line down below in the text box. So, all right. I think that is everybody's questions. You are welcome. Again, if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, anything, please feel free to send us any feedback, information to support@photofy.com. We're definitely looking for more ideas for these Beyond the Basics webinars. So if you see something that you'd like us to recreate or figure out how we can recreate as closely as possible, let us know. We want to create what you want us to create and show you guys how to do it. So thank you so much for spending your morning with me, and we will definitely catch up again next month. If you haven't attended a basics, then go to the support page. You can go to support right here in your app, look for the Norwex section, and this is for where you can also view all the other recordings. So go to Norwex and then scroll down, register. So I want some live training. How do I sign up? That's where you register for all of our webinars. And then all the video tutorials and past webinars are available there. Easy to find, I hope. Try to make it as easy as possible for you guys so that you guys can see everything just right there at your fingertips. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully the weather will be good for you, and we will catch up next month. Thanks again so much, guys. Bye.